Good afternoon, everybody. This is Brody405. I'm putting a new carburetor on my truck. I'm gonna try to keep this video short. So this is my 84 C10 long bed. It's got a 454 with some fancy stuff done to it. I'm thinking 480 to 500 horse and like 600 foot-pounds or whatever big blocks make. Other than that, stock transmission, stock rear end with a mini spool and stock width tires. This thing has no traction. Currently on the engine is a Holley HP 850, the top dog 850, but it's not mine. I borrowed it off of a buddy that has a 8,000 RPM small block Camaro, and so it runs a little rich for what I need. It's less displacement, a lot more RPM. I have my limiter set at 6,500. Guy that built the engine said I could squeeze 7. But this is the carburetor I just got. It's a AED 750 HO non-choke, and so that's my new carburetor. It should take out a little bit of the bog and the obvious richness that 850 is giving me. This is one I bought off Marketplace to try to get working before that one, but no. And then this one came with the engine. It's a fresh build. He just had this laying around. He's like, you might be able to get this to work. I didn't even try it. So this is a 750 body with all AEDs stuff done to it. They're more or less, I believe, just their metering blocks, and they mill off the choke horn. This is just the 750 double pumper, true double pumper, mechanical secondaries, mechanical choke. But what I found out, I'll put a picture on it. The mating surface between body and metering block is all chewed up from someone sanding it, which I guess isn't an abnormal practice. But I think you should sand it with something a little more fine grit than like a brick or a cinder block. I'll put the picture up now. So it leaks. To say the least, it leaks bad. Fuel gets everywhere but where it's supposed to be. Or it gets where it's supposed to be, just a lot of it. And this is just a dual inlet. I think they call these a Street Avenger or something. It's dual fuel inlet, vacuum secondaries. It was a choke, but it's been removed. Nothing fancy. So let's pull that 850 off and get this 750 in. All right, this is what I'm working with. I got a sleeper air cleaner on there. Right now it's stock radiator, stock fan, CVF billet kit, V-belt, because I'm cheap, MSD digital. I'm gonna clean that up too, probably in a later video. I just want to get this thing running right. Other than that, it's a Isky 280 mega big block with 049 heads that are ported, polished, and has, can't remember, it's the big valves, whatever the common big valve upgrade is, and flat tops, and some cheapo headers. Turbo 400 stock. I made this with my buddy. It's a stainless dual exhaust with an X pipe in the middle, 2.5 mandrel bent, and then stock 8.5 inch 10 bolt with a Summit mini spool. There it is with the air cleaner off. That's why I said it was a sleeper air cleaner, because it covers up this whole thing. That is a fast looking carburetor. My AED doesn't look too much slower because it's red. That's a big selling point with that. That is an angry carburetor. Alright, so these are the two carburetors. This is the one that was on it. Pretty big unit compared to this guy here. But, this one still looks pretty sharp. It's gonna run a whole lot better too. Actually, not that much of a difference. And yeah, that one looks faster. So, the adjustable air bleeds and doesn't have this guy, but not bad. All right, got the AED piece on. Might have to adjust the throttle cable a little bit. I'll have to check when I have a second person, but that's on it. It looks good. I have to find the right stud for it because the other carburetor took a 5/8 stud. All right, well, let's start it up. It's been sitting for a week, and our cold here isn't super cold, but it's gotten under freezing a couple times. So let's see what we got. It's got to fill the bowls too, so it'll be cranking for a little bit. Also rewired the whole truck, has new gauges. See how long this takes. Almost. Oh, cough out the carb might be a little rich. There we go. We gotta nurse it for a little bit to keep it going. Thus don't choke, but I'll get back on it's idling. Idle looks about perfect. I like to keep it right around 1,000. It'll go up a little bit because it's still cold, but so far it's pretty good. Doesn't smell as rich, that's for sure. Had it sitting here running. Sounded pretty good. It was rich. So I'm gonna play with the idle mixture. It's stinging the nose a little bit. All right, squeaky chair, but ran good. You saw the video of it doing a burnout. It actually blew a power steering line during that burnout, and I would have got a more official outro, but I had some stuff come up right after that. Like when the video ended, my dad called me and needed some help. So you get an outro from the hotel. I'm in a hotel because I got pulled out of town this week for work. Yeah, blue power steering line. I started up and it was making a weird noise. And the transmission is kind of like dumping fluid now. So, which is kind of weird because it's not that big of a, it wasn't that big of a burnout or nothing. Probably because it was up at, $6,000 and then shut right off because I didn't want to burn down the truck. But it should be fine. I don't see why not. Well, anyway, if you like what you see, you know what to do. Subscribe and like all that good stuff. And I'll see you in the next one.